Welcome back to another episode of Careful Boys. Today we have our chief diplomat for international relations to China, Anthony Lee.
Ni hao. Tell everybody ni hao.
Yeah, ni hao.
Ni hao. How ni, Anthony.
Sick.
Ni hao ma.
You're one of them Chinese.
That's Ching Chong to you, brother.
Hey, cool.
It's a Changland.
So I thought it was interesting. I heard these guys talking a little bit, and they were saying how surprising it is that there's a lot of striking similarities between the People's Republic of China and the United States of America. Mm-hmm. Like similarities,
Like we both have McDonald's.
Well, yeah, that is one of them.
Did you hear that about two countries that have McDonald's will never directly go to war?
Yeah, they can't go to war because their trade is too linked, right?
Mm-hmm. Like it's not good for business. That's why they'll do a proxy war. But like,
Holy shit.
it's interesting that we're taught here, like, we're the fucking best. We don't have corruption. We don't have, everybody else does, but we have free, moral, good, everything is like on the up and up here.
Innocent till proven guilty. We have the better law system. All this stuff that we tell ourselves.
But you look at their countries and you're like, wait, I see some striking similarities. Like we all have kind of a ruling class. We do have
An oligarchy.
Yeah, we do.
For
Yup,
sure.
yup. And when you look at how countries and nations are built too, I feel like what's the difference between that and these old medieval kingdoms where you had kings and you had lords and then you had we just replaced that now with corporations. So I'm like,
corporations where we're supposed to have this mechanism where they can't even combine with each other without federal approval. So it's to protect, us, the consumers, because you can't have corporations get too big. Tell it to Amazon, brother. They're never going to break that shit up.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Plus the
Antitrust doesn't exist anymore, really.
Yeah, and the whole thing where like so many people own the same things, but it's not evident to everybody.
Like BlackRock
Like where it looks like competing factions, but really the shareholders are all like the same.
and a Blackstone.
Legit.
Why would you have two companies that sound so similar? BlackRock, Blackstone.
Because they don't care that, you know.
What are some other popular things that like America criticizes China for, like, oh, that's a bad way to run the country, but then we also do it?
Censorship,
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah. Especially the Western world where everyone thinks they're like free speech, right? But look at what's happening in France, England. I just thought it was wild where like Europe, a lot of people are going to jail for what they wrote on.
Yeah, in the UK, it's really odd. Yeah, you can write something online and then go to jail for it.
UK has the highest number of arrests around the world right now for like online, speaking out of.
There was a comedian that wrote something on Twitter and he was doing a show. And when he landed at the Heathrow airport, there were cops waiting for him to be like, oh, you wrote these tweets, you're coming to the station. I was like, what the fuck?
That's like China.
Right?
That's crazy.
That is.
You know what's really interesting? From like when you're on the ground level, like as a normal civilian, you're just a citizen of the nation. You're not like a person in power. You're not a position. You're not a government head. You're not military. But you're just a civilian.
Yeah.
The honest differences of living your regular life, whether it be like in China or here, you feel very little differences. Like you don't feel like oh my God, this lifestyle is so different being in a communist nation or like a free democratic society. Like you don't feel the difference because your daily actions and interactions, they don't affect the greater nation. You just live your life, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see giant differences until COVID happened.
Explain.
When COVID happened in China, everybody's on the same rule system for the whole country.
They were welding people in apartment buildings.
I didn't see that here. But everybody's in the same system. Whereas over here, LA's fully quarantined and OC's everybody's out partying with no mask on.
But what I did see is the grandma's climbing out of the 25th floor trying to escape from the welded windows.
But everybody's on the same rule system. So like
Yeah, I get
So
what
they're
you're
telling
saying.
other neighbors. You like that?
No. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I get what you're
it's
saying.
like they have everyone in line in China, where America, it's not. The federal government doesn't have as much power as the local states.
for better or worse. I'm not saying one's
I think it's better. Well, for example, one of my favorite things that I've seen in a long time that I went, America, hell yeah, was when Gavin Newsom and California said during COVID, don't shoot off fireworks. Like, don't have celebrations, don't shoot off fireworks. I've never seen a bigger fuck you display of fireworks in my entire life. I think every
That's
single
true.
house in all of Los Angeles shot fireworks off.
Yeah.
Because that's the American spirit. Don't tell me what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
Control me in a different way.
For sure. Well, like I said, for better or worse. So, but
Tax the fuck out of me.
Tax the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Use class warfare on me, but trick me into doing all this racial stuff.
Yeah.
and we're probably like 100 times closer to civil war in this country than China is.
Oh.
So like,
And our civil war would be actually red hot.
But does China
Yeah.
even have a chance if they were to like, for civil war? It would just get crushed. Like it would be so one-sided.
China?
Yeah.
No, well, what I found out about their internal politics is they spend way more time and money trying to stay unified because it's actually not Han people. So like China has like so many different ethnicities and different regions, and their whole shit is to make sure each governor is in line and not trying to fight and take over. So because they got 1 billion people, right? Because I was thinking about it, like, can the Western independent thinking, my vote counts, and all this stuff, would that work in China? I don't really know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I think with Confucianism and communism, I think like that whole hierarchy shit, it just works with the culture. Yeah, but then they also think like we're not free, you know? Because you know how like they talk about how they're like, can you say the N-word? And then we're like, well, we can, but like we don't want to. And he goes, then it's not a free country. You cannot say the N-word every day.
I say it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, you technically can.
They're like, we have a free speech.
It's just not a good idea.
but see, the difference with, again, this is just generalizing, but with China, it's like, you follow the rules, we'll take care of everything. Here, it's like, you want freedom? You're on your own.
Yeah.
But also, you have to listen to us.
Yeah, here it's like,
Yeah, your freedom has a little bit of rules still too.
yeah, here it's like you have to learn how to bend all the rules in order to make it above the initial level. It's
Yeah,
like weird,
here is like, it's like, dude, you have the American dream. You have the freedom to climb the ladder as high as you can. Also, though, if you trip and fall and you fall all the way to the ground, we're not going to take care of you.
Nah, yeah.
That's the price of the freedom that you got for getting the ability to.
Even if you're a military veteran, we're not going to take care of you. Like, don't worry, we're not going to. We don't got you.
I mean, they're better than most, I would say. Like, because my mom was like saying, you know what I like about America? And I was like, why? She goes, this is a land of many mistakes. And I was like, what do you mean by many mistakes? She goes, you can make so many mistakes and still make it. Because she said
Yeah,
she
hell
saw
yeah.
it as like a place
yeah.
where like in Japan you got one shot. She goes like, you got one shot to do this test. I think a lot of Asian countries run this way, where you got this kind of SAT for high school. And then that's gonna be your make it or break it, because that will determine if you get into the Ivy League of that country, which also like gets you into one of the big corporations like Sony, Toyota, or whatever. And then you work in management or something like that. If you don't do that, you're like, you know,
It'll
tough
never
shit.
happen for you, huh?
No, you just won't. It just won't work. And in entrepreneurship and things like that, it's not easy. You know, it's not something that is normal. Like they do it, but it's not like here.
Yeah, right.
Like over there, they're working like 80 hours a week. It's all like family owned. They're hustling for like dimes, you know?
But over here, you could be an entrepreneur too, and you could sink 5,000 hours of your life into something and never see a dime. Like you really could.
That's true. Yeah.
So, but that's why. Look, as much as we're talking crap, I wouldn't want to live anywhere
No,
else.
me neither.
For sure.
It's the best.
But also because I truly don't know anywhere else, like in that way. I truly
Yeah.
don't.
No, that's true.
Like even talking to like Bart and like his dad fled communism. Like I don't need to know what the other side's like.
Yeah.
what I mean?
If that
I
many
trust
people
these people.
are trying that hard to get.
I've been in a billion Ubers with Cuban ladies who've told me like this communism shit's fucking terrible, and I'm like, I trust you. I don't need to learn what it's like on the other side. Trust me. Like I believe you people. Like thank you for teaching me and other people that, because I don't want to learn from myself.
Because even the people that hate America so much, they still don't leave.
That's it.
Well, Ellen went to the UK.
Oh yeah, Ellen left.
Yeah, they're not climbing into containers trying to go to China, you know?
However, if we hypothetically were to go into like this era civil war, like I'm talking boots on the ground, like guns, like pick a side type stuff, you're fighting with your like neighbor type shit.
American Civil War?
Yeah, Americans.
I'm going Hawaii, man.
If we were actually going to that, I wouldn't know what's better or worse anymore, because now we're experiencing something that like maybe our forefathers experienced. You know, like our
Would you move to China then?
I have no idea. All I'm saying is our parents who like fled communism, like they lived through war.
Yeah.
I can barely say shit ever
Yeah.
to them, you know? But if we had our own war to live through, then at that point I would be able to actually discern whether or not, wait, is this the greatest country in the world? Because now I'm living through something extremely tragic.
But as bad as things have gotten, we all talk about that, right? And the dark times, all the stuff. We still haven't gone through.
Yeah.
100%, which makes us the greatest country in the world.
I'm telling you, in a way, yeah, because we have our differences so much, and they're deep, especially right now. And I think everyone says it every single year of my life, but we don't have that yet. And I think that there's something about this place that's special because of that.
Oh, for sure.
And I also think it's so dang big that you can find, like,
Yeah, you can switch gears pretty easy.
like if this is who you are, this is who you like, this is your community. You can find that, and I think that's the beauty of it too. Because in other countries, it's if you're kind of like an outcast, you really are. There's no place for you.
That's
Yeah,
true.
here you
Yeah,
can get
that's true.
canceled for SA online, and then you could disappear, change your name, go to another state, and keep working, baby.
Dexter Morgan style. I also think too, like the way that, you know, freedom of failure right here, it's like guys don't need that much. As a man, I don't need that much. All the shit that I have in my house and stuff, I love because Nikki likes it and stuff. But like at the end of the day, all a guy truly needs is a TV on the floor and like one of those beach chairs. Just you put the beach chair up, and then what's that cost? Like fucking $150 maximum these days because TVs are so cheap. And it's like, then what? Like I just need electricity to my apartment. I have to have an apartment, so you could live reasonably as a man alone for like $1,000 a month maybe or less.
Dude, if I have a cigar and maybe a couple of blowjobs every week, that's it. That's all I need.
That's what I'm saying. Like people act like we need all this other shit. We don't. As men, we don't. I just need very little. Very, very, very little.
I think the cool thing too is that like I don't know where the America lies on the greatest country scale for real, but I think this is the one where I think I can manage the best as a person. Like I just don't know if I have a good chance anywhere else, really. Like all the people that are going like, yeah, like you might be able to, like the rebuttal of like, I don't want to get randomly stabbed or killed, so then I leave LA. But then someone's rebuttal will be like, yeah, but you'll never escape white collar crime. And it's like, yeah, I can fucking live through it though. And I want a shot. That's it. I just want a chance to like kind of navigate around the things that exist, like whether it's the oligarchy, like yeah, it's there, but we can fucking coexist a little. I have no shot against a dude shooting me randomly in the back of the head when I'm at an ATM. Like that's what I don't want.
So don't go to Brazil.
Yeah.
And by the way, we know that happens in America, fuckhead. We know that happens in America. But he's talking about like the ratio, brother.
I'm talking about like there's a way to stay in the country and still get away from the things that you feel like are the bigger threats.
Amen.
Like, yeah, that's why I like it.
And
But
I have
only
a
in
good-
America could you live so well with so little,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Like a good quality of life with a decent job.
Yeah.
And access to information and access to everything.
Unless you're like an expat who did well and you have like a nice little seed amount of money and you just live in Bali, you live in Thailand, one of those. But that's like that's different because you have to have that already established so that you can.
Well, yeah. That's
You have to have at least 50 grand.
Yeah. How many years does that get you?
5.
Oh, hell yeah.
it's pretty sick.
It's not bad.